We're going to take a look at fillets and rounds and chamfers. Rounded corners on objects are usually referred to as rounds or fillets. An outside rounded corner is called a round. An inside rounded corner is called a fillet. It's always specified by the radius. Okay, here's an example. Here is a part, little L bracket. Okay, we have a radius right here and a radius here. This is an outside called a round. This is an inside called a fillet. In AutoCAD, they're all called fillets. Okay, so I have a piece here that's 4 by 6, 1 inch thick. What I'm going to do is going to put some rounds on it. So I have a 1/4 inch round on all 4 of these spots. So let's go into AutoCAD, and here is that drawing, and I'm going to go up to fillet. Okay, here you'll see undo polyline, radius, trim, multiple. I'm going to pick radius, and radius again is 0.25 and hit enter. Now I pick the lines that I want, so I pick it. I'm going to put this one first, so I pick this line and that line, hit enter or the space bar, that line and that line, that line, that line, that line, and that line. Okay, we also have a 1/2 inch and a 1.5 inch. So I'm going to again go to fillet, radius 0.5, here and here, hit enter, radius 1.5, enter, here and here. Okay, so there are our rounds and there are our fillets. Okay, if I take something like a rectangle that's 3 by 4, okay, and I have a 1 inch radius here. If I use the rectangle command to draw that, I can do all these simultaneously. So there is my rectangle, and if I go into fillet, and I said that radius was 1, okay, now if I go here to polyline, okay, the fillet command, the rectangle command makes a polygon, a polyline. If I click here, okay, it puts all the lines in there. Okay, if I have a bunch here that are all the same, okay, these are all a 1/2 inch. What I can do is I can go in here and go to fillet. The radius is 0.5. Now I go here and click multiple. Now it allows me to keep picking. There, 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 and there. Okay, so that'll save me a little time. Okay, a chamfer. Chamfer is used to ease otherwise sharp edges, both for safety and to prevent damage to them, and for easy assembly. Okay, here's an example of a chamfer. When we talk about chamfers, we either put the dimensions or one dimension and an angle, okay, depending on how we're going to do it. Okay, take a look at creating some chamfers. Okay, underneath fillet, here's your fillet command, a little down arrow. I have chamfer. Okay, we can put the distance. Okay, in this case the distance was 0.5, I believe. Okay, now it asks for the second distance. I make that also 0.5. That'll give me a 45-degree angle. I can also pick angle here if I want. And I pick those two lines, and now I have my chamfer. Okay, we have external chamfer, like if we have a shaft here, okay, or a screw, we can put a chamfer at the end. Or we have internal chamfers, where here's an example of a hole that is chamfered. Okay, here's some chamfered holes, and here's an example of a chamfered shaft. Okay, that is fillets, rounds, and chamfers.